Hey, real quick, before we start this video, I just want to clue in on a little update or a little thing that I'm planning to do for the future of my channel. So, skit videos, probably not going to do those anymore. I don't have a problem with doing skits or anything, it's just that, compared to my video essay videos, or my video essays, my skits haven't been doing very well. So, unless there's like a popular demand for them to be returned, I'm probably going to stop doing them. And as opposed to my gaming videos, as you can probably tell, I started on my Pokemon Clover challenge. I'm probably gonna make a new channel for like, gaming videos or longer videos since they feel kind of out of place in my current channel. I think like most of my viewers are mainly here for my video essay videos. Why do I keep on saying video essay? Are here for my video essays. So I'm gonna try to keep this channel relatively like exclusive to video essays and like any other gaming content. I'm gonna like make an entirely different channel that I'm just gonna name like Swagman P or like I don't know, Swag Gaming or whatever. I'm probably gonna like I'm still thinking about it. And as for my skit videos, I mean I would like to make a channel for those, but I don't know, I feel like that's doing too much. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to get off my chest. Now, let's get on to the video. I've been a Pokemon fan ever since Big 2016, but I've come a long way since then. My dream team really used to look something like this. God damn, so much edge you could probably cut yourself with it. And now it looks like this. So, what happened? I'm still very fond of the Pokemon that I used to have on my team, but the older I grew, the more I realized that variety is key. Never mind the fact that I have two Pokemon that share the same type. Twice. They fill different roles. I can talk about it in another video. Anyways, the Pokemon that I currently have on my dream team aren't necessarily my favorites by design. They're my favorites primarily because I got into competitive Pokemon. Getting into competitive Pokemon changed me as a fan. Feels like I evolved, the pun unintended, from a novice who only uses the Pokemon he thinks looks the coolest to a pro who uses Pokemon that are somewhat competitively viable, but also look cool enough for me to use. Like, for example, Golurk isn't exactly the most competitively viable mon out there, or even viable at all, like, jeez. But I managed to make it work, sometimes, and it looks dope as hell, so I say it's a welcome addition to my team. So by now you're probably thinking to yourself, what even is the difference between a casual versus a competitive Pokemon player? And to that, I say casual Pokemon fans are people who enjoy Pokemon because of cool creatures, nostalgia, the Pokemon XYZ anime, or the Pokemon anime in general, the trading cards, the lore, the merchandise, the unfunny and overused jokes, and more. As for a competitive Pokemon fan, these guys live to be the very best like no one ever was. These fellas memorized every game mechanic that would go completely over an average player's head. The physical special split, EVs and IVs, all the different natures and which stats they buff and nerf. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, and if you don't, then that means you're a casual fan. You're just not tapped in like that, bro. You probably never unironically use something like Heatran or Landorus because you think they're ugly. You probably think Articuno is one of the strongest Pokemon just because it's a legendary. You probably still think Mewtwo is still the strongest Pokemon of all time. Like, it's a strong Pokemon for sure, but like, the strongest? Get with the times, man, bro. Mewtwo is one of the most watched legends of all time, bro. If you want to use a powerful, fast, Psyche-type legendary on your team, then you're better off with, like, Calyrex Shadow Rider or something. Anyways, casual and competitive fans don't really get engaged with each other that much. It's not like they're in war to see who's more of a true type of fan. They kind of just coexist. Though them getting in fights about Pokemon stuff would not be surprising in the least, since at the end of the day, they're still Pokemon fans. We know how they be. Casual fans have, like, two types of jokes, and that's it. The first is the relatable Pokemon memes, like when you're getting through Mount Moon and you ran out of repels, or when Cynthia sends out her Garchomp, or when games from decades ago look better than games do nowadays, and just stuff that everyone looks at and is like, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah, or like, oh yeah, this is true, yeah, and move on. The other joke is, hey guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon compatibility, Vaporeon... Okay, I'm gonna stop right there, but you know how the rest of it goes. This one meme ruined Vaporeon's reputation forever. I wasn't really a Vaporeon fan to begin with, but I look-y kinda feel bad for anyone who was or is. they never go see Vaporeon the same again. I will admit though, that it was funny the first time that I read it. Fun fact, if you pull out an else, you can make a Vaporeon turn white? What? Bro, but you gotta think that like someone genuinely went out of their way to write this. Like, they had several instances to be like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't. But nah, they were like, hey, let's do it, bro, for the lulz. However, people started spamming it to the point where it wasn't funny anymore. You can only do the same thing over and over again before people would get bored and want something else. In other words, get better material. Bazinga, bazinga, bazinga. Hey guys, did you know in terms of Pokemon bazinga? Also, I guess there's a meme about Typhlosion from the leaks, but that's already old news by now. Also, you guys do realize that it was just that one Typhlosion, right? Not every Typhlosion is like that Typhlosion. So if you think, man, Typhlosion was actually a pedophile all along, then stop thinking like that. Like, if a singular gorilla killed somebody, that doesn't make all gorillas bloodthirsty murderers, now does it? Exactly. The actions of one member of a species does not define the actions of the rest. Yeah, now stop being racist. Competitive fans, on the other hand, have a lot of jokes, but if you're not into competitive Pokemon, then you're not going to get any of them. As someone who is a competitive fan, though, I got a great laugh out of these memes. I know exactly what these memes are referring to, and honestly, they're one of my favorite type of jokes of all time. It's too bad that I can't show them to anyone, because they don't know what the hell any of this even means. Despite these two type of fans being completely different in the way they enjoy Pokemon, they both manage to lack originality in one way or another. Like, let's be real, everyone who's played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl has had a team that looks something like this. Hey, y'all couldn't compete with me, bro. I had a totally unique team that was completely unlike any other before it. Like, you know, bro, like, y'all could not compare. Anyways, competitive Pokemon players aren't really much different. In an average OU match, OU simply stands for overused, and is the most popular format for competitive play, you tend to see the same few Pokemon being used across different teams. I shut up and roll my eyes every time I see someone whip out a Golden Go or a Corviknight for the 1500th time. Like, it's even worse in doubles, where there's even less variety in teams. Like, bro, you know that one meme with Buzz Lightyear in a box with, like, many others like him? Yeah, that's competitive teams in a nutshell, like, especially in doubles. This isn't really a Pokemon issue, but rather an issue with, like, competitive games in general. Like, once the best team is figured out in a given meta, everyone uses that team because, well, they want to be the best. It kind of limits creativity, you know? If there's already a formula for success, people are going to be less inclined to try something new since they want the highest chance to succeed. So they're just going to try whatever already works. If I had to offer a solution, I would just say, try something new. Use different Pokemon. It's a vast world out there, so you can definitely find 6 Pokemon to build the dream team and make it work with enough dedication. It may not be easy, but genuine success is not easy. You see how I've been doing YouTube for like 5 years now? Closer to 6 years actually, and still have only 203 subscribers, but I'm still uploading and keeping the mentality of someone who is more famous. See, it's not about copying what others are doing, it's about doing what you do, but best. Okay, how do my videos keep on like ending with inspirational quotes? Like it's not even one of the things that come to mind when I cook up these ideas. Like, I'm not even doing this on purpose. Anyways, I believe I said my one piece. If you would like to add anything, then please do so in the comment section below. With all that being said, I've been Melissa Swigman, and thank you for watching. Yeah, that's basically it. See ya!